aka Patters. Welcome to episode 374. And if you're new here, this is where we do, you and me, sitting down. Maybe you're walking, but we do long form movie discussion here. We don't do headlines. We don't do 5-minute YouTube videos. We don't do very small articles full of Google AdSense. We want to know about movies. We want to know which ones are good. We want to know which ones are tough to watch because I refuse to admit any movie's bad. I believe movies have bad choices. This is a movie I care a lot. We're on a Netflix run, and we're going to be. I know I said dramas. We're not so much in the drama zone. This is maybe like a dark comedy, but it's kind of like a drama because it's full of anxiety. You know what? Let's just get through that intro. Welcome back. Thanks. Thanks for sticking with me through that intro. But yeah, AKAPAD here, Peter A. DeLuca. If you just don't know who I live in Philadelphia, content creator. I freaking hate that term. I do comic books. You can go on Indiegogo, search Trial by Fire, Dark Hero. Those are two of my projects. You can go to Etsy, search Uzi Susie, and purchase my mini comic that I absolutely love making. I give myself 90 minutes per page for that mini comic. YouTuber, live streamer, 9 to 5, IT guy. Yeah, so with this podcast, I just feel like, like every once in a while I gotta redo my mission statement. But I want to talk to all of you about every single movie ever made. So a while ago, I set on this path, and I apologize for not uploading anything while I was in Tampa, but this was a movie I watched in Tampa after watching it before Tampa. So, because I really wanted to sit down with the lady and watch it, and Tampa kind of closes early. So, yeah, early on my terms. If it doesn't close 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, your town closes early. But no, we will get back to the hotel. And, it took us maybe like 2 nights to watch this. So I've seen this movie 2.5 times probably. So I got the idea to what is, it's just like almost like lightning hit my brain. What's happening with Netflix? Because the low-hanging fruit opinion when it comes to Netflix, and we're on a big Netflix wave here. We're doing as much regarding Netflix until I make myself sick. And yeah, the low-hanging fruit with Netflix's opinion is that they don't make good things. They don't make good movies. Adam Sandler's with them. Oh, so we have to hate that. It's just very basic thinking. However, people will say Netflix makes amazing TV shows. So maybe that's a little bit of what connected to me. The idea that Netflix makes bad movies, comparing that to the idea that they make great TV shows. Now, one's easier to some degree than the other. One's a smaller investment than the other. So, because a movie, you can trust that it'll be done and shot within like 3 weeks. Like that sort of thing. Jupiter's Legacy just got canceled on Netflix. That was like a $200 million disaster and a lot of development. Okay? So, we have this movie. This movie proves like how far ahead Netflix is than everyone. Because not only is this one of the best movies period on the platform, on the streaming service, It's one of the best movies of 2020. It's one of the best written movies of 2020. Best performed, best directed. This movie makes a star as a Rosamund Pike. Rose Pike. I'll just call her Rose Pike because that just sounds wicked. But Rose Pike, I really didn't know who she was. Had no idea. Watched this movie. She's hot as hell. I love looking at her. And she's perfect in this movie. Now, I had no idea Peter Dink, we'll just call him Peter Dink, was in this movie. This is the best movie I've seen him in. This is, I think, some of his best performance, even outside of Game of Thrones. So, the point I'm getting at with Netflix is in the business of making good everything. So many of these movies I'm talking to you about on this Netflix run are fantastic. So when people come at you with these very simple, definitive, like high horse opinions, like let's go back to Saturday or Sunday, post vacation, going out sesh. I'm a big proprietor believer in the absolute idea that you do not let vacations end as soon as you get off the airplane. Like, you get back home, the vacation continues. And we were just kind of talking about, well, like science stuff. And there's one individual was saying definitively every scientist. And I'm like, no, that's number one, that's impossible. It's impossible for you to even say that. No. Yeah, like, and then like they never back down. So, and that the opinion is corrupted. You know that the opinion isn't there. Okay? Now, that doesn't mean you bludgeon a person to try and win the argument. It just means, like, where they are, and you can move on with your day and just nod your head and, like, moving on. You gotta choose your hills to die on. So when people like tell you that every single Michael Bay movie, every single Zack Snyder movie, this movie is definitely horrible. When they use ideas to describe to you, right? Like they're they're trying to describe something to you, and they want you to believe that they have like a sight, like an insight. Because insight kind of leads to intelligence. They want you to think you're intelligent about something. So they'll say the editing. They'll say the editing about a Michael Bay movie. And you're like, what? How? What do you mean editing? Oh, the fight scenes. Okay. There's a whole other movie. There's a plot, a bunch of characters. It's 2.5 hours long. Like, like as soon as you start to dissect the meat of any movie, especially, some of these movies people like to rip, like currently Army of the Dead, currently on Netflix. It's hard to convince people that they kind of aren't seeing movies the correct way. You're not watching the movie the good way because you are using this movie to prove to me, or try and prove to me, that you're intelligent. And you're literally using Netflix and a Michael Bay movie or a Zack Snyder movie to do so. So, one of the ways, like, you can kind of pry around this is, well, you say, like, well, what is? Like, what's, someone, like, trashes a movie, like, and they might say the budget, oh, $55 million. I wish they put money towards the story. Okay, what movies budgeted at $55 million that you feel like did put money towards the story, and how would you know? You immediately explode their heads. Like you are a sniper and you're gunning people down because there's no comeback for that. So, getting a little back to like my earlier mission statement, this is what I mean about long form discussion. I care a lot is the type of movie I want to watch a lot. I enjoy this movie. This movie puts you on edge. It's anxiety filled. Okay, Rear Window, like type of like Hitchcockian fear. Okay, Jay Blackson, he's our director. He did this one movie called The Fifth Wave. It was picked up as a YT, young YN, young novel, like trilogy. Back. Yeah, it was a pickup during the Harry Potter blowback when everyone was trying to get their own Harry Potter, Golden Compass. Like there's some Incision Division movie. I always forget the name of that one, but like you get the point. Okay, Spider Chronicles, Bridge of Terabithia, even like those ones like Lemony Snicket's. Okay, like it goes on and on. It's a really big list. Now, some of those movies are not money grabs like HP was, but like it's fun to see a wave. It really is. So, he makes this movie Fifth Wave, and then he makes this movie, and this movie educates you on a real danger that's in this country when it comes to the elderly. Jay Blackson must have had like a level of insight, like his detail on how this woman operates when she steals from the elderly. It's insane. And then that's your first movie, and then we have a second movie, and this is what I love about films. Our second movie's right there. Okay, we're watching two movies in one. The second movie is this woman that she steals from. Her son is like the crime boss of crime bosses, and he's also a midget, a little person. Played absolute perfection by Peter Denk. So that's our second movie, and then our third movie is like revenge movie. Like it's Mechanic, Charlie Bronson Mechanic, action happening here. So we have a lot going on with a slim budget. The movie is incredibly shot. It looks beautiful. It's full of dynamic, beautiful people. So it's tough. It's tough to really make the argument again. Sorry, my phone's just going off right now. It's hard to make the argument that Netflix just doesn't crush everyone. It's insane that this movie's not nominated for Best Original Screenplay. It really is. So here we go. Like we're moving on to now a bucket list movie. So I'm happy we're doing some of a bucket list movie for me, even though I hate the term bucket list because it never really applies. I'm not dying, so I don't need a bucket list. Movie I've been wanting to watch. It's pretty much the movie in my eyes that put Netflix on the map, which is War Machine, with Brad Pitt. Where the fuck did this movie go? So episode 375, I'm getting off the horn with you right now to go watch that while drawing and coloring comic books because, that's what I like to do in my spare time. And I will see you very soon because we're still going with Netflix and we're letting these low-hanging fruit opinion-driven movies sucking up your feed pass by. Kongzilla, we're letting that pass by until another time. Mortal Kombat, Justice League, Zack Snyder cut. We're letting all of these movies pass by to focus on Netflix because that's my commitment, period. AKAPAD's Audio Audacity. I love you all, boys and girls. Do me a favor, go out there and create.